What's up, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is JJ Masiga. I'm coming to you live here from Embakasi. And there is something that I want us to talk about, and this is concerning what is happening to one of us, that is Margaret Nduta from Ranga, who is currently being held in Vietnam for allegations of smuggling drugs, that is cocaine and heroin, of which in Vietnam, when you are found smuggling any kind of drug, and especially heroin and cocaine, which is above 100 grams, their law states that you are going to be executed. And that doesn't matter that you are from Vietnam or any other country. Their law states that whoever is found smuggling drugs in the country will be held responsible personally, and that cuts across each and every person from Kenya, from Vietnam themselves to all other countries. So it is unfortunate that one of us, that is Margaret Nduta, has found herself in that situation, and for her herself, it's not easy to come out of it. So it needs the support of Kenyans, the support of the country, and that now depends on the president and some of the officials of the country who can pull up some strings to ensure that she is not executed. And that is what the country at the moment, especially leaders, are trying their best to ensure that Margaret is not executed. So her execution is supposed to take place this night. Actually, it was to be done at 8 p.m. according to the time that was set before, but I think there has been a delay, and so between this time there is a lot of consultation, a lot of meetings, a lot of talks between our government and the government of Vietnam. So this matter, how did it start? The issue started in 2023 when somebody approached Margaret and told her um, that please smuggle. I'm giving you this bag that was a briefcase. I'm giving you this briefcase so that you take it to somebody in Vietnam that I know. So Margaret, seeing the man that was being offered, she decided to do the thing, and so there was a switch of the briefcases. So she took the briefcase that had cocaine and managed to move from JKIA to Qatar to, yeah, she connected flights. And in these flights, in those countries she went before reaching to Vietnam, none of them dictated that she had such a substance in her suitcase. So she managed to reach Vietnam, and unfortunately, when the security personnel going through her stuff, they found out that she was carrying drugs. In her defense, Margaret said that she did not know that she had such drugs in her briefcase, and maybe it is somebody who gave her. Maybe the drugs belonged to somebody who gave her the briefcase, or maybe her briefcase was exchanged. But now, due to the country's harsh laws, she was arrested in 2023, that is July. Until now, she has been in, going to court and prison. So finally, last week, that is 13th of March, the court ruled on her case. And what the court decided it is that she smuggled drugs which is not allowed in the country. So she had to be executed. That is what the court decided. So the issue, she was to be executed today, but it seems like there is a lot of consultation at the moment between the government of Kenya and the government of Vietnam. We have seen the president of Vietnam releasing a statement on it, and according to her, she's saying that the president is saying that the laws of Vietnam does not just affect any other people from other countries, but it also affects the people from its own country. And the president of Vietnam has said that if the person who is arrested is from Vietnam, he will also go through the same process, through the same laws, and will also be executed. So the president of Vietnam has said that we know that you as a country, that is now the communication of the president of Vietnam to Kenya. He has said that we know that you as a country, you are really trying your best to ensure that you get your person out of this mess. We do understand that you want your citizen to be safe and come back to your country. But me, as the president, or I as the president, I don't have any privileges over the laws of the country, or I don't have any power over the judge's judgment. So what has to be done? The president of Vietnam has said that now that it's the president of Vietnam has said that what to be done next is just left in the hands of the judge who ruled upon the matter. But today, that is Musalia Mudavadi, has had several meetings with the Vietnam delegation here in Kenya, uh, and that also the Musalia Mudavadi, when he was going to the meeting, he also went with the public service officer, and that is the public officer. What? Yeah, that career, he went with him to the meeting so that they may see what can be done to save the life of Margaret Nduta. The family here is crying. I've seen the mother who is speechless at the moment. People in the village are really shocked. And her mother's plea was that Margaret Nduta, even if she smuggled the drugs, there is a lot of things that can be done. Yes. So her prayer was that Margaret should be flown back to Kenya. Just that she should be forgiven from the loss of Vietnam and be brought back to Kenya. Even if she's not released, at least she should be in a prison here in Kenya, where her, as the mother, should at least be having some time to meet with her daughter. And we know that this thing can also happen to any person, can also happen to any Kenyan. At the moment, we know that there is no jobs here in Kenya, and if there is an opportunity outside the country, many people are actually going for them. So Dota is just one of them that was just looking for greener pastures in another country, but unfortunately, the coercion that she had before she went to Vietnam has really worked against her. But we hope that now that the time for her execution has been extended, she was to be executed at 8, but now we are at 9, almost heading to 10. I think the consultation and the meetings between Kenya and Vietnam, it's really working out, you know. So we hope that as time goes by, Margaret will be given a second chance. Uchira wina? Wina ni? Fosi? Oh, sorry. Okay, so I just want us to look at some of the messages here concerning Margaret. We want to see what are people actually talking about Margaret at the moment. Uh-huh. And this includes people in the government who want to see what are they actually saying. So there is this guy here. There is this guy called Titus Senior. It is just some 2 hours ago. Amesema hivi. When they say nobody knows the day they will die, she knows. She was caught in Vietnam at the airport upon arrival with 2 kgs of cocaine in 2023, and today at 8 p.m. she will be executed. She's from Kenya. Her name is Margaret Nduti. May your soul rest in peace, sister. But this is not the case at the moment because the government is actually working to ensure that they do take care of her. So let's see what will happen in the next few hours. Shauri